It's time to talk parenting on Wake Up Nigeria, and it's such a pleasure to do this with Jayne Augoye, a journalist by day and a mommy blogger by night. Jayne is the founder of Fab Mom NG, a parenting and lifestyle resource platform for moms, and she's going to be talking about activities to engage in during maternity leave.
Yeah.
You know, I find this particular subject very interesting. I'm just going to digress a bit before we start.
Okay.
For you who had triplets, were you able to even consider any other activity besides even focusing on your children?
No. I won't lie to you, because at that point, when I had my children, the most important thing for me then was getting enough sleep.
I can't
Because
imagine.
I mean, when they say sleep deprivation, mine was like personified, you know, so I had it like full force. But that is why, while we were chatting, you know, I said it's very important for new moms, even older moms, veteran moms, to have help.
Yeah.
Because really it can
Extremely
take
so.
a toll on you,
Yeah.
because your newborn wants all your attention. And God bless you if you have a toddler to take care of in addition.
On top of it all,
No.
imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about this.
Okay.
As a woman who's just had a child,
Yeah.
you likely be at home for 2 months, 3 months. I say 2 months because some women have to take a month before to rest. And then for some, if you work for Lagos State government, you get 6 months.
Okay.
If you work for federal government, you get 4 months. But
Okay.
on average, it's 3 months, right?
Yeah.
What do you do during that time?
Oh, well, so maternity leave, let's just go back to the basics. Maternity leave is actually designed to help a mom recover and also bond with her child. So what do you do? Depends on what your priorities are at that time. Well, we believe that you should be thinking of how to bond, care for your baby. But not everyone is so particular about maybe personal development around that time, or even ambitious, if you know what I mean. So depending on what your goals or what your targets are, your aspirations are. So for a mom who is very career driven, you've just had a baby, so I think the first thing you should put in place is childcare, you know, like help, in form of help. So you should begin to think about, am I going to have a nanny, a live-in nanny? Am I going to have baby in a crèche? And, you know, so these are the thoughts, these are the most important things you should sort out first. Because before you know it, 3 months is over.
And it
you
flies,
don't,
because
and
3 months is 12 weeks.
And
only.
maternity leave is not luxury. Most people may think, oh, she's just sleeping, waking up and eating. It's not a leave per se. You know, you're working. You know, so you don't want to wait till the last week of your maternity leave to begin to think about childcare, crèche. And because if you wait up till that time, you can now take on anything. You know, any house help they
Just
give
settle.
you settle for it, because it's like the only option. But you need to take your time, you know.
And you do have a point. It's not just a time to bond with your child.
Yeah.
It's also a time to sift through who can work best with you.
Exactly.
Like your nanny, for example. See how she handles your child, personality.
Watch her body language.
Exactly.
You know, once in a while, step out of the house and just come in unannounced, just to see if you are strong enough, though. Just to see how, you know, she can handle some situations. You can ask her questions too. And then for a career mom, that should be an opportunity for you to also think, that's after you sorted childcare. Do I want to advance my career? Do I want to return to that?
To my job.
To my previous the job, you know? Because for a lot of moms, that thought comes in, can I keep my newborn with somebody, a total stranger? How will I cope at work? You know how you be at work as a new mom and you are even feeling guilty that your baby...
And that's something I think we need to talk about one of these weeks. There is no crime in feeling guilty about not wanting to leave your child.
Exactly.
There is no crime. It's just pure motherly instinct.
Exactly.
Yeah. We should talk about that Sunday.
Okay.
But let's get back to
Okay, so you'll be thinking about that, you know, what if my baby is crying? Even if you have your baby in the best of crèches, as a mom, you still, I don't know if you have those feelings, you know, when even as a new mom, when you're having your bath, you just have this, they call it phantom cries. You think you hear your baby crying.
And then you are coming out with soap suds all over your body.
And God help you fall down. You know, so you need to sort that out. Draw out a plan. Do I want to go back to work? Do I want to leave my job and maybe start a business? If that is in the works for you, then your maternity leave can be an opportunity for you to test that business. If it will work, if maybe perhaps I can combine it with my job, you know. So these are some of the things you just need to ask yourself those questions. No one will tell you you need to resign. or no one will tell you you don't need to go back to work or whatever. You know where the shoe pinches you. We all need the money.
Of course.
These days, you know. So you have to weigh your options, weigh your priorities, especially as a new mom.
Okay, so let's take it one by one now.
Yeah.
What suggestions would you have for a woman who is either just about to embark on a maternity leave or is currently on a maternity leave, perhaps has a few weeks to go? What suggestions would you have for her right now?
Oh, well, so basically I'll be asking her what her aspirations are. So I want to believe she'll be thinking about adequate childcare. If that is sorted, if she's going to go back to work, you know, resume back at her place of work, perhaps she can think of how to up her skills. Maybe she's not so good in Excel, maybe editing or whatever it is. And God bless Google, there are tons of free materials online.
Yeah.
There are a lot of websites, you know, I don't know if I can mention them.
Well, we could just say there are a lot of websites.
Okay, there are
Perhaps they
lots
could reach you directly to find
Okay,
out.
so there are tons of websites that offer lots of courses for free. And most of them
You
you
don't even have
just
to step out of your house.
you don't, you know,
still
so
get to take care of your
depending on how many hands, how many helps you have. So maybe when baby is napping, you could just give yourself maybe 1 hour just to Google, read up. And the good thing about some of these websites is that you can even take the courses at your own pace. When you are ready, you write the exams, you pass. And I know of a particular one where you only have to pay money for the certificates. If you want it faxed
it's
to you,
free?
it's free.
Wow.
So something as easy as maybe writing, you know, if she's in the media like you, maybe basic presentation skills, writing, if she's a video editor, how to edit. Google even has a lot of great digital media courses, you know, so you could just go online, do your research,
You might be
Google,
amazed.
you know. Let's not waste our time on Instagram on things that won't really add, you know, value to you. 2020 is the year where I feel a lot of moms should begin to think about personal development, you know.
And you know, it's not even just about jobs as well.
yeah.
You could also Google about childcare.
Exactly.
How to improve on yourself being a mother.
Exactly. So, I mean, if it's not on Google, it does not exist in the world. So there are tons of
It
information.
might exist in my village, though.
Oh, yeah. But even your village is on Google.
Well, you have a point there.
Yes. You know, so you just need to make your findings, but be careful the kind of information, especially for new moms who will Google, why is my baby's eyes red? Why is baby's poo green?
Have you ever Googled why you're having a headache?
No.
You would get cancer.
Really?
You would
No, there are some things I don't even want to Google. You know, the symptoms, and you know, Google, you have tons of websites. So some people can even give you, God forbid, diabetes symptoms.
Exactly.
And you
So
become...
you need to really check that. Okay, so do a lot of self-development.
Exactly.
What else do we need to do?
You can take on a hobby. For me, one of the things I want to learn to do this year is to bake.
Wow.
Yeah, I just feel it's one skill I should have. I feel as a mom I should know how to bake, but then at my own pace, no pressure. You know, so take on a hobby. It could be sewing. If you are fashion inclined, you could learn how to sew. On YouTube, you could also learn how to do makeup, how to tie gele. That could also be a side hustle.
Wow.
You know, I see people tie gele in my church on Sundays, and people pay them.
Yeah.
It
500,
sounds
1,000.
500, 1,000. Imagine doing that for 20 people.
Yeah.
You know, you could also, what else can you do? Yeah, learn a skill, get a hobby, network, join mom communities. There are tons of them. Whatever, you know, whichever one you feel comfortable with, join. Go out, you know. I know as new moms, they will say, maybe the first 1 month, depending on the culture, moms should not step out. But I feel even if it's just taking a stroll down your street, somebody can just hold baby, even if it's your husband or your nanny.
For a few minutes.
Just for a few minutes,
sanity,
just for your sanity. Just go outside and feel the warm breeze, the cold breeze on your face, and you come back, you are refreshed, you are happier. What else can we talk about?
You know what? We'll probably continue talking about them. And of course, folks can always get in touch with you to learn even more.
Exactly.
Right now, however, I should say a very big thank you to you, Jayne Augoye. Thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for sharing
Thank you.
this. It's been awesome learning more things from you.
Thank you.